Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to the ninth episode of Conversations Between Glo and God. The title of this one is Choose Wisely, Choose Love. I was speaking with a number of people this week, and many of them were having experiences where they were encountering, working with, getting help from, and even giving help to other people. And those people were short, snippy, ungrateful, not kind, um, even mean. And I said, what is going on here, God, with people getting more and more mean to themselves and to each other? And so that's what this conversation was about. When we look at the fact that just since, not since the dawning of man, but just look at, or of human beings, but looking at since the year 2000, there have been millions of songs written and sung about love, hundreds of thousands of books and poems and plays written by about love. In the United States, just in the United States, there are more than 300,000 houses of worship. 300,000. And over 1,000 different spiritual traditions, practices, and beliefs. More than 50 million marriages. That's people standing up before somebody and declaring, yeah, we love one another, baby. You are all right with me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come a chameleon. No, I want you. While all of this is going on, at the same time, we have, since 2000, more than 300 million violent crimes, according to the FBI. More than 200,000 hate crimes. While all this love stuff is going on, all of these declarations, all of these teachings, all of these preachings going on about love, this ugliness is going on. 200 to 400 million instances of domestic violence. Okay? People that we live with, our partners. And when it comes to our children, reportedly 75 to 80 million cases of child abuse. Now, I emphasize reported because we know that many of them are unreported. Mm. And then nearly, this just breaks my heart, 2,000 child deaths from abuse each year since the year 2000. So, looking up all that stuff, I mean, we are surrounded by love. We sing about it, we read about it, we preach about it, we teach about it, we vow it, and yet we're not being and living it. What's up with that? It seems just the opposite. So I said, you know what? God, you put me on the planet with the mission of helping people fall in love with themselves for the first time or again. And I know that if I am in love and I filled my container, that is me, with the energy of love, it's not, there's no room for anything else. And not only that, when other things come to me, they either cannot stay in my presence because it's like having walking into bright sunlight and it's blinding. Oh, I can't see. It's hurting my eyes. Either you will flee or these energies of hatred, of dissension, etc., will flee, or will exile themselves, or they'll say, let me put on some sunglasses and let me get in this with you. And so I said, okay, so with that in mind, God, What is it that we can do to fall in love with ourselves for the first time or again more consistently? For real. For real, what can we do? And so here's some things that God gave me. First of all, do that inside out stuff, honey. You got to start with you. And one of the first things we want to do is mind the words that we are saying, the messages that we are giving to ourselves. Mind your self-talk. Years ago, I was doing a report on self-talk, and the site that I went to had 100 examples of self-talk, and 90 of the 100 were negative. Did you hear me? This is a place that you go to for learning, 100 examples, and 90 of them out of 100 were negative. I was like, what's up with that? So mind what you are saying to yourself. Mind what you're stirring up and regurgitating on others, or just swallowing that stuff yourself. The second stuff is from the outside in. Be intentional about who and what and how much you allow to occupy space within your mind, your heart, your brain. Turn off that internet sometimes. Replace it with something good. My son watches Christmas movies a lot because they are, it's kind and uplifting and upbeat. Be intentional about what you do. The third thing is treat your body like it belongs to someone else you love. I have to remember that. Treat your body like it belongs to someone you love. Feed it the right food when you're hungry and real food. Get your rest, not just your sleep. So, in sleep studies, they're like, okay, so should get like 5 to 8 hours of sleep, depending upon who you are. Six was my magic number. But there's a difference between sleeping and resting. So make sure you are getting both. Move your body in a way that feels good, not punishing. Hate that crap about no pain, no gain, baby. Be gentle with that. Be gentle with it, okay? And increase like that. So yoga, tai chi, stuff like that is good. Why you wouldn't starve or exhaust someone else you care about. You wouldn't beat them into submission. You really care. And don't do that to yourself. Number four, keep one small promise to yourself every day. Something tiny like drink that glass of water. Make your bed so that when you go to it the next time, it will be welcoming for you. Take five deep cleansing breaths. So you've heard four in, hold it for four, out with eight. And here's what I want to say about deep breathing. Get your visualization that your breath is going into and coming out of every portion of your body. I used to tell people, take a breath deep enough to reach Antarctica and then breathe, pull that breath so you'll be sure to be grounded and get everything. Self-love grows from self-trust. Self-trust comes from proving to yourself that you're worth keeping promises to yourself. Think about how many times people have said, I'm not worthy of this. Going back to that first thing about your minding your self-talk. Number five, and there are seven of these, notice when you're comparing yourself to others. Stop that mid-thought. You can celebrate somebody else. And if we don't do this, we create an environment within us of jealousy and sometimes envy. So it's great to notice when people are doing something wonderful and to celebrate that with or for them. That doesn't mean, though, that you are then judgmental of yourself and putting yourself down while you're lifting someone else up. I don't have to put you down to lift myself up. And I don't have to put myself down to lift you up. Number six, do something with your hands that has nothing to do with productivity, just some fun. Doodle or garden or cook something for yourself or take some pride in the plating. Have you noticed that when someone else, someone you love, is making, and someone who loves you, is making food for you, and they fix a salad, for instance, they put the same ingredients, they're your ingredients. They're in your house making this. You bought the stuff and all of that is in your refrigerator. They're using your knives, your salad dressings, or the things to make them, your bowls, your plates. But when they serve it to you, doesn't that just feel so much better than when you made it yourself? That same pride that you take in making that and plating for someone else, do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. One of my favorite drinks when I go out, I call it it's a mocktail, but before I ever heard that term, I was saying this. I want a dirty ginger ale. And a dirty ginger ale is just ginger ale soda. I know you're not supposed to have soda. Be quiet, I'm having it anyway sometimes. Ginger ale and with 4 olives. I want just regular olives. You can get with cheese in it, peppers in it, whatever you want in it, but just plain olives. And then I pour enough olive juice in there so that it's dirty. It's like having a dirty martini without the vodka or gin. And the taste of that, and then shake it up with ice or stir it, depending on James Bond fans. Shaken, not stirred, whatever. And then put that in a martini or a fancy glass. Treat yourself, baby, like you are special because you are. And then the seventh thing is notice one thing your body does right today. I mean, your heart was beating all day. Did you notice that? Are you celebrating that? Are you being thankful for that? Your lungs filled with breath. Your eyes, if they are functioning, to let you see the beauty of life. And even if your physical eyes are not working, your mental eyes and your spiritual eyes, what are you allowing yourself to see? Look at the beauty that you see. Your mobility, however you're doing it. Your hands held something beautiful. Even enjoy washing your hands, the feeling of the water and the soap. Get that soap on there, okay? We're not just these fingertip dab things, but just the experience. How many joys are you having? Notice those things, and maybe even whisper, thank you. Here's one thing. We can't hate our way into loving ourselves. We can't hate our way into loving others. We have to choose love. We can't shame our way into loving ourselves or others. We can't think our way into doing it, but we can notice. We can be grateful. We can give thanks. And that's our pathway back to ourselves, back to love. I'm hearing the song, Back to Life, Back to, yeah, okay. Musicians, there's a song and everything. One small moment of recognition that this body, that this being, this you is already doing something miraculous right now. Think about living in that place, even while you're dealing with all the ugliness and the people that are out here. But if you are rooted and grounded in your love center, if that is how you're operating, then the question of worth for you or them doesn't come into play because you're focused on that positivity. You know that you're already worthy of acknowledgement, already deserving of gratitude. Start there. The rest will follow. And you know what? It's my privilege just to remind you, you already know how to do this stuff. You came to the planet with wisdom. Babies know how to let you know they need something, and they don't mind doing it. 2 o'clock in the morning. We need to be more like that. What is it that we need, and what are we getting from the universe? And thank you with billing and cooing if necessary. But thank you, gratitude. We know how. I'm just reminding you. It's my privilege to do so. Choose wisely, love. Oh, and the last thing, my friend Calvin Bridges wrote this song all about the love. First of all, I encourage and invite you to go to YouTube. Just type in All About the Love, Calvin Bridges, and watch it. And then I encourage and invite you to go to your favorite, wherever you get your downloaded recordings from, and get that because that message, the message and the energy of the song and the videos will bless you and usher you in to doing what I'm proposing right here. Choose wisely, choose love. Thank you. Have a good day. I love you. Bye bye.